We're here with T.O. and we're going to get a little bit about you behind the brand. So tell us a little bit about how you got into golf.
Well, how I got into golf is an interesting story because I actually got into golf when I was 5 years old with my father, taking me out to play golf and walking out there and having a great time with him and playing golf, as a youngster. So I always played golf. As a child, my dad and I would also, as I got to be a teenager, we went and played around with clubs, took them apart, re-gripped them, reshafted. Back then we had persimmon wood, so refinished them, learned how to whip golf clubs. It was always something that I kind of had fun doing with him. And then when I got to school, I went to get my engineering degree. I wanted to get into aerospace and automotive, some of the typical things that engineers do. And I was in those industries when I saw an ad in a magazine for golf club engineer at Titleist. And I said, well, that would be kind of a cool job. Let's go do that. And I was lucky enough to get the job. And here, about 23 years later, I'm still doing it and having great fun with it.
Now, obviously this was in the Northeast, so that's where you called home. How did you become a Steelers fan?
Well, Northeast is really, I grew up in Ohio, and about halfway between Cleveland and Pittsburgh, there's a place called Youngstown, Ohio. That's where I grew up. And so usually what happens there is you either become a Browns fan or a Steelers fan. And during my life, I've been both over time. But
isn't that sacrilegious?
It's a little bit sacrilegious, but it can happen. So there's some times that have happened where, I actually went to school in Cleveland. So when I was there, I was a Browns fan. Then my brother got drafted by the Steelers. He's a younger brother, so I became a Steeler fan again. But I was a Steeler fan before that and a Browns fan before that. So I've gone back and forth a little bit. Still like to see the Browns do fairly well, but I have been a Steeler fan for the last number of years.
Now, you've been at Cobra, and we just found out it's your 1-year anniversary today.
Today, exactly.
And you've invited us in for that 1-year anniversary, of course. Momentous occasion. Tell us about what it's been like this last year.
Well, it's been great fun. This is a great brand. Cobra has been around for a long time. The marriage with Cobra Puma is only 4 years old, but Puma is a long-term brand as well. So it's really great, the marriage that we've had here in golf. And there's a lot of people I know that I work with today that I'm very happy to be with over the year. My team is really experienced, even though the new company is only 4 years old. So we have a lot of fun. We do some great products. We're really about designing cool stuff that works. And so we're all energized around making products better and better. And I think we're working a lot harder than some of the other companies. So it's been great fun for me, a great experience, and a great step in my career.
Now, we did learn something new about you today, and since this is behind the brand, we're going to share it. You're borderline super taster.
I am calling myself a super taster. We found some things out, and I have this debate with my wife all the time. I'm very sensitive to spices. And super taster, I've read a little bit about it, is they normally have more taste buds per square millimeter than other people. So they are more sensitive to certain things. So I'm kind of the super taster in the house for my 5-year-old son. I'll taste it before to see if it's too spicy for him, because invariably my wife can't quite see if it's too spicy or not. So I would call myself a super taster.